What is up, everybody? We are back at it again. Today is Ginger Daily number 2, which I'm very happy about. Glad we're already keeping it on track. But today, instead of pro versus pro analysis, we are going to do a subscriber analysis. I know that I've done subscriber analysis in the past, and I have quite a big queue of sets and games that need to be analyzed for my subs. I think that Ginger Dailies are kind of a good vehicle to kind of finish this queue out, so I can catch up and everybody can get their analysis done. Today we are going to be analyzing. This is Yetis Don't Exist, or Don't Exist, I guess. This is the Fox perspective that we're going to be analyzing from, hence the giant Fox icon right here. And we're going to be doing Fox versus Falcon, which is actually a matchup that I like quite a bit. So I'm excited to talk about it, and I'm excited to go over it. But yeah, so we're going to be going on Yoshi's story. I'm pretty sure this is a full set, and I think this is a counter pick after Battlefield happened here. Which I actually really like. So I assume striking to Battlefield, then going to Yoshi's is what it looks like here. I love the smaller stage against Falcon as Fox. I think pushing him off to the corner is really, really good. I think being able to utilize your full hop really well and kind of threaten him from all ranges on the stage is really, really good. Having a wall to ride with your recovery is solid as well. So there's a few different benefits that Yoshi's Stories gives you. I actually see now in the chat, which I'm probably not going to talk about the chat very much, he actually picked Yoshi's. That's wild to me. I think that in almost every matchup, I don't think that this is a good Falcon stage. I think Fox, Falco, sometimes even Puff, I feel this way, just because Falcon has nowhere to go. I feel like I've seen Wizzy even like trap himself, maybe counterpicking to this stage before. It's kind of odd. He likes doing strange stuff because he's bored of going Dreamland and Pokemon. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think that this stage is kind of wacky, and I think the Falcon can kind of do some cool things, so I kind of get that too. But there are a lot of benefits that you get here. So, I mean, if he counterpicks the stage, then that's good for you. That's essentially all I'll say here. But like I said, probably not talking to the chat too much just because I want to keep it kind of fluid. But we are going to be analyzing this game, Fox versus Falcon on Yoshi's, and we can kind of dive right in. So let's see here. Hopefully it's not going to lag as bad as it did yesterday. I know it starts at 48, so it should start right now. We can talk about starting positions really quick. There's no real way that you can threaten super hard right here. You could go for a full hop late nair or something like that if you wanted to, but I would probably just prefer to run off the platform or dash shield drop into the corner and kind of just wait for Falcon to get on the ground, because he can't really threaten you that hard with stuff coming down from the top platform. So let's see what you do here. You run up to the top platform, and like I said, like you can kind of go up there and do something, but it's not always really going to pan out. Doesn't really matter too much, and he actually whiff punished you a little bit there. Okay, I'm just kind of interested to see how you're kind of playing neutral. It seems like you're going in at him, which I kind of enjoy. Interesting late nair timing with how far away you guys were. And immediately tech flubbing. If this was a late nair dashback, you could have reacted to this nair happening and then just immediately punish. The interesting thing too is that if Falcon is not at 0%, if you even laser him one time, this is something that I think that Toph, KJH, and a few other people have talked about, your up smash will actually knock him over, but it will not at 0. So you even having him at 7% is actually really, really good for you. One of the main ways to beat Falcon aerials is to do Fox up smash. Your up smash will essentially be anything that he has. So if you have a good read on his position, or if you feel like you're not going to be punished that hard for going for an up smash, honestly, it is a very, very good tool at low/medium percents. Like, again, just not at 0. So just tacking on that little bit of damage could be really good. And this tech flub could have been nair up smash or nair dashback up smash to whiff punish this or something. But clean tech skill, of course, something that we always strive to have. And luckily you didn't get hit for it, but it could have gone a little worse than it did. He tries crouch tech chase. He's a little too far away. I don't actually mind you using the top platform here either. I think with the top platform being so low on Yoshi's story, it actually allows you to do some fast fall aerial mix-ups that are kind of tricky and not necessarily reactable. Unfortunately, you like double jumped first, so it was like kind of obvious and he just didn't react properly. Seems like maybe some like slippy VOD's kind of screwing up here because this isn't on my end. It's happened twice now, but that's fine. Have him in the corner. I really hope that this jab was supposed to be an up tilt, because I think that keeping Falcon in the corner in this matchup is really important, and threatening with your back air and up tilt are going to be some of the most important parts of what's going on here. So right here, this jab, I'm assuming was trying to be an up tilt. You even confirmed in the chat that it was supposed to be an up tilt. I really like that idea. I love just walling out Falcon with your back turned as Fox, especially when you have the percent lead. Now, you do have to be careful, though. If you play against really patient Falcons, and sometimes if they're out of your range, which I don't think he necessarily was, right? I think that if you did an up tilt right here, I think it probably would have hit him. But if he's slightly farther back, he can actually whiff punish the up tilt. And the thing that you don't want to give Falcon ever is a grab, right? If you give Falcon a grab, a lot of times you're taking huge damage. You can either go for a read, stomp, knee, whatever, stomp, raptor boost, knee, stomp, up air, knee, whatever. Or he can reaction tech chase you almost to death, or like put you in an edge guard situation almost every single time if he's reaction tech chasing. So you have to consider the up tilt as a risk. Sometimes. I think that the spacing was good here, but just keep that in mind that like not always when he's in the corner is that a great idea. And something that could be really interesting to you is that when Falcon puts up a shield like this, let's say you have Falcon shielding in the corner and you're standing right here, so the up tilt's not going to hit. Let's just say that this is the situation. I would actually walk forward a bit outside of the immediate drift forward range. What I call this is his immediate threat range. If he dash aerials across the stage, that's what I would call his like total threat range, but an immediate threat range is how far can he drift in with an aerial. I would walk forward to the end of that range of his drift forward nair range at a shield, and I would threaten with an up tilt. And then if he jumps, you could just like threaten with full hop back air or something like that. But that puts you in a more reactable zone, so you don't have to be the one kind of making the commitments too soon. You'll see KJH do this, you'll see Leffen do this, Crush do this against every single Captain Falcon they play. Well, Kalindi more recently, I would say. He's done it a lot against S2J in the sets that they played recently. But I think that walking away and putting yourself in a reactable zone is really good when you've like kind of artificially reduced their threat range here by them being in shield. Because they kind of have to be, right? Now, think of it as this. Someone will say like, oh, well, what if they drop shield or wave dash out of shield and then dash nair at you? The thing is, wave dashing is reactable. Not necessarily if they like wave dash jab. You could probably still get your shield up. But the thing is, as soon as you see the shield bubble go down, that means that something's happening. And then jump squat happens, which is reactable. And then they go for the 10 frames of wave dash. So this is going to be, I think Falcons is 4 frames for jump squat. So it's 14 frame commitment. And then he has to jump aerial again, which takes forever. So at that point, you can already be throwing out a zoning aerial. Because, I mean, he's going to have to run into it or attempt a whiff punish or something like that. So even if he tries to wave dash at a shield, that's reactable too. So spacing yourself at a good distance if you're not immediately able to pressure a shield can be really, really good. Sorry, I kind of harped on that for a while, but I think it's an interesting concept. Okay, drill shine on the shield. A little unfortunate again with the tech flubs, but that's okay. Now, one thing that I think is really important is knowing where to stand when you're going to be threatening the corner. And against Falcon, I think that the number one thing is that you want to be away from nair off the ledge range. And I think you're a little bit too close here, so it kind of put you in an awkward range. And when he did the tournament winner, you had to like get to the other side and nair him. If you had been standing a little bit farther in, which would have beaten the nair, would have beaten ledge dash, and then if he had tournament winner, you just threaten with full hop back air, and he gets sent off stage. And that's where you win this matchup, is in the edge guards. So try to force him off stage as much as possible. Comboing him in the middle of the stage is like a scary game, because that's generally the game that Falcon likes to play, right? He wants to get enough scraps in center stage so he can down throw knee you, and then eventually you die, right? I don't mind this kind of scrapping. Not necessarily a great reason. Like I said, if you watch top players, you'll never just see them jump like this far into the corner when someone's on the ledge, or at least you shouldn't see them do it. If you watch the gods of the game, they don't, unless it's Mango sometimes, but those are all the sets that he loses. So he does nair off the ledge, right? And just like I was saying, if you were standing a little bit farther back, then you could have either whiff punished this or beat this out with your aerial or something like that, but instead it trades, which is like, okay. Didn't actually have enough time to do that, which is unfortunate. Maybe just pay attention to how much time you have. This is the first time I saw you off the ledge. Oh, so this is interesting, because at first I thought this was a random tech flub, but you nair spot dodge again. I don't know if this is necessarily a habit of yours, because I can tell this is a buffered spot dodge. So what happens here? Nair, 1 frame shield, then immediate spot dodge. So this seems like maybe you think that you're going to be whiff punished, and so you want to kind of protect yourself. This is a sort of a lower mid-level sort of mix-up. Is like you're like, oh well, a lot of my nairs either get crouch cancel grabbed or like CC grabbed or sorry, I just said CC grabbed, or like whiff punish with Falcon aerial or whiff punish with dashback grab or something like that, and maybe I can like spot dodge shine their attempt to do that. But really what you want to be doing here is utilizing like kind of faster repositioning tools, especially if you're doing something like this late nair. If it was an early nair, maybe I could see some merit to it because like you're kind of giving them a reaction point. But this is like you were jumping in, you could have wave landed back, you could have done anything. And so he had to kind of make a guess here. And so if you dash back here, if you turn around up tilt here, if you full hop here, all those things are very, very fast and very, very good. So what ends up happening is he's slow on his whiff punish because you did a very good late aerial, right? But then you did the spot dodge. The spot dodge is actually what got whiff punish here. So pay attention to this because this is a habit of yours. I can already tell. So be very careful doing that. And yeah, he gets a knockdown into a read. You try to use the side platform to escape the corner. Careful jabbing. Jabbing probably isn't going to turn into too much against Falcon. That's the second one that you did just even here in this corner situation. Second ledge situation, again, this is already something I can see that maybe you should go practice. It's just like, you know, from this position, especially on Yoshi's too, you can laser land side platform, you can ledge dash, you can aerial from ledge, you can aerial interrupt from ledge over here, you can wave land side platform into shield, you can wave land straight down, you can wave land straight down here. There's a lot of options that you have. So even if you're not necessarily feeling confident in your ledge dashes, this is something that you could do. And so I've already seen a couple times. Now you've gotten killed because you messed up execution on the ledge. I don't mind that. Another execution mistake, kind of. Now, this could have been a better pressure sequence, right? I recently gave a lesson where I was talking about, let's say I paused right here on this shine. This is actually a great moment to do this. If I pause on this shine, I bet I could even ask, or even the majority of the people who are watching this video, I could ask you, now, what are some really good options to do after this shine? You probably have answers, right? So turn around grab, double shine, shine back air, shine late back air, shine wave dash to center stage. There's a bunch of stuff that you could do. You even listed exactly everything that I just said in the chat, right? And so this actually seemed like you were doing some tech skill, like you did shine, double jump. This almost seemed like intentional. And it's like, you want to have those set plays like, okay, got him in the corner, got him in shield, got a shine on his shield. This is my moment to pressure. You can't like have this moment be any, you can't alleviate the pressure for him at all because that allows him to get back to the center stage. Now we're fighting again. He gets a random grab and you might end up dying and then you're down 4 stocks to 2 as opposed to being 3 stocks to 3. These little things add up so much. So when you have those really good advantageous moments, that's when your brain needs to kick into high gear and be like, okay, focus on this moment and do like the best option possible or react to the situation as best I can. Because at this point right here, once you shine his shield, let's see if I can pause it again. Once you shine his shield here, it's a 1-player game. He has to eat a bunch of reactable mix-ups, and you have to throw a bunch of unreactable mix-ups at him, right? So there's no like, okay, well, you know, I have to react to him doing this. It's like, no. You're in on his shield. This is like you're either double shining immediately or doing an aerial. This is your pressure mix-up. Same thing with punish game. You hit him with the punish, and you have to just, like, it's a 1-player game. You're doing this thing. You can react to defensive things like DI and stuff like that, but you choose all the options that are going on, right? And in those moments, hone in on exactly what's happening and try to make the best of those situations. Because he rolls the center stage, and now, oh, just like we talked about, random grab. Oh, spot dodge gets need. Little unfortunate there. But you chose a wake-up option. He just read it. Honestly, even reading with knee here isn't that great either. I like the back air out of shield. Okay, I'm glad that you sent him off stage there. That was a little spooky. Oh my god, that's so troll. Okay. So here's a trap that a lot of people set themselves up into. Right here, yes, Randall's here, but I don't even think, even if Randall was there, grabbing the ledge here is not really accomplishing anything. Falcon is going to do his up B pretty high anyway, and you're probably going to have to do like ledge jump back air. So why not stand on the stage and do like short hop double jump air, or just do like a full hop back air, or like react. If he goes really low, you could just grab the ledge or something like that. Grabbing the ledge when Falcon is sent off stage is honestly a trap. In that situation where he's too far away to even get to the stage, it can be good, but he got saved by Randall, obviously. And he actually drifted back there. I don't know if he necessarily, like, he knew that Randall was coming. Maybe that was a play. But that's okay. You have him in the corner. Oh man, you need to be watching your opponent. This is one of the most important things. So you set up this dash dance, but I'm curious who you're looking at here. I wish I had an eye tracker. Are you looking at you setting up your dash dance, or are you watching this happen? Because let's just do this really quick. Let's see if I can do this. So, you always look at your enemy? Good. Now I need you to look with a purpose. That's the thing. Okay. So you need to position yourself at ranges where you can reactively punish people. You always want to be threatening, and if you see something that can be punished, he's at 146. Even if you go for a trade or something, he is dead, and the whole game is taking stocks, right? So here's the first frame of jump squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now at this point, you should be like, okay, he's naring, right? And then he has, probably like 7 to 10 frames of landing lag here probably. So that's like another 25 frames or something. So like you had the time to come over here and whiff punish. The really cool thing about fighting characters that aren't Fox or Falco is that they don't have shines. So his frame 1 option is shield. You could have even whiff punished with grab, and he could have done nothing but potentially jab you as you came in here. He would have had to cover himself with a jab, because that's his fastest option. It's not like he's doing aerial into shine and you have to be like really careful around that because like it's happening immediately. Falcon has like nothing, and even if you're too slow and he rolls or something, his roll's terrible. So like if you choose a good option to try and whiff punish with, you generally still have an advantage. So just make sure you're standing at a good spacing where you can punish with that kind of stuff. You eventually, I think you do, what do you tomahawk shine grab? I don't mind that. It's interesting, but I think that this could have been slightly more guaranteed punish, because if he rolls out of the shine grab here, it's like, well, shoot, you know, or we're back into neutral again. When this should be like a guaranteed kill on reaction. And so it's not necessarily like saying like, oh, I'm not trying to like rag on you too much. I'm saying this is a situation where you could have been reacting, and it's interesting that you didn't react properly. And paying attention to little spots like that is really important, because the purpose of the dash dance should be to be threatening but still be baiting your opponent. And you got the bait, but didn't directly punish. I like the full hop aerials dealing with the top platform. I really like the patience as well. Now this spot dodge is something kind of interesting again. So you get with laser and then you spot dodge. Approaching laser, kind of spooky. I do like that you're lasering Falcon. I think forcing him to approach you is actually really, really good. And I think that lasering Falcon can be really effective as well. It's unfortunate Fox up throw onto side platforms against Falcon generally doesn't lead to like a big punish. But that's okay. Another situation where I think this one's probably just tech skill. You also had him dead there. I love the jump off and you were prepared to shine him, but it's just a little unfortunate that you didn't get there necessarily in time. Or maybe you just didn't press shine, because he's dead there. He can't even tech the wall. So, I mean, Randall was there, but, you know, whatever. And then a little tech flub on the side platform. Okay, I like the up tilt. Now I feel like you're lasering a little bit too much. The damage has kind of been done. He's already in the corner. You don't have to like laser somebody in the corner. Honestly, the laser damage isn't necessarily worth. What you should be doing when you're lasering is saying to your opponent, if you don't approach, I have a projectile and you do not, and you're going to have to eat damage. You shoot somebody with 2 lasers and that goes through their head. Okay, it always does, because they immediately recognize, oh god, this Fox is lasering me, I need to close the distance, right? And the better players, you know, go about it in a trickier way, but, you know, that's the goal. So if somebody's already in the corner, they're not moving backwards to bait you, because they can't. So the lasers are really just for damage at this point, but there could be a lot more effective things that you're doing with your time, right? Threatening with back air, positioning yourself with your back turn for an up tilt or something like that. You know, you could even go for an aggressive option, a running shine, an approaching nair, an approaching up smash, short hop up air if you think he's going to like fade back stomp or something like that. So the lasers kind of just take away time in your movement and allow him to kind of like move forward, because they're not actually preventing anything. Something that I want you to recognize too is that if you're ever doing double lasers against an opponent, you can't fast fall, so you're actually in the air for quite a bit of time. If you do short hop lasers with a fast fall, and you're only doing single lasers, you can react a lot faster out of them and reposition more quickly, because you can actually fast fall. And in a matchup where you have to be reacting very quickly to Falcon approaching you, I don't know if I would really go for that many double lasers. Just a thought. It's not like that big of a deal, but it's just a thought. Something small to pay attention to. Okay, double spot dodge there, and he was late on his whiff punish. Okay, I like the back air, sending him off stage. Okay, is he dead? A little unfortunate. So you have to think, grab and up smash come out same frame, right? So if you grabbed him here, the only thing, like if you thought he could get his shield up here, then maybe like grab was okay. But honestly, you had more than enough time to get the up smash. You actually moved kind of slow, which is why the grab was kind of close. But this is just like guaranteed death. If you have an up smash opportunity that will either kill or combo, you can go for it. It's very, very good. And this one would have definitely killed. And unfortunately, Falcon, up throwing Falcon, especially on stage with platforms, gets kind of tricky. Not really much to say about that situation. He kind of tech flub there. Be very careful. This ends up working out for you, but I want you to pay attention to something. Some of Falcon's largest priority happens when you're attacking, happens when he's attacking from below you. His up air is very, very, very big and very, very, very good. And it can combo to a lot of things, and at this percent will lead to a knockdown or just straight up combo into like a knee or another up air. So if you're positioned above him, this is kind of the situation that you want to be avoiding if you can, especially if you're not going to be able to come down with any mix-ups because he's invincible, right? So if he up aired you right here, this could have been very bad. You could have ended up off stage, and you're double jumping too, actually. So, oh man, it could have been very, very bad. So just be careful positioning yourself, and I would say especially when you have a percent deficit, when you are at a higher percent than he is. If that's the case, I would generally not position above Falcon. It gets real scary. Again, positioning a little bit too close in the corner there was the problem. Spot dodge shine ends up working out for you. You could have been a little bit more aggressive with this. I think that maybe grabbing ledge than doing rising bear could have been good because you were invincible and then he wouldn't have been able to hug you. But I think like potentially forward smash here too. Just with the wall jump, he was too far away for this down smash to work. Even a short hop off shine could have been incredible as well. Because he has to up B, right? And Randall isn't coming. So he has to up B here. He has to. So you should know that he has to and just short hop off shine. He's probably just dead. Yeah. So that was a situation where you could have gotten a guaranteed kill because as soon as he does the wall jump, you can know that he has to do the up B. And you can definitely react to that as well. But yeah, unfortunately, Randall not going to be there in time. Close though. Okay, so let me just see really quick how this whole stock happened really quick. How did you get sent off stage? So the down smash happened. Okay. So this is a classic trap, and I talked about this very recently when I did the analysis of Mango versus None. Chasing Falcon on platforms is very scary. His shield drop up area is huge. It hits behind him, it hits in front of him, it hits very quickly. And he can reposition very fast. So when you attack Falcon on platforms, something that Armada started doing late into his career that I think has become a little bit more popular now with other Foxes is he does late nair on platforms. Instead of rising nair, he'll full hop late nair, and that'll either mess up the shield drop timing or give him a pressure opportunity. Because he can, if you do late nair, you can just shine before they can get shield drop up air every single time. So that's something to consider, is that instead of pressuring on side platform with rising aerial, you could do late aerial if you're chasing onto platforms, and it'll be a lot safer for you because it ends up costing you your stock, right? So let's see here. Okay, he's on ledge. You grab him. Again, up throwing onto platforms is really, it's hard to get damage on Falcon because he's so heavy and it takes so long. I would have loved to see a forward throw here. If you could forward throw Falcon off stage, almost always, and because sometimes you're going to be forward throwing Falcon and he'll land on ledge because he's at a low percent. If you can forward throw him off stage, it is a very good situation for you because he has to play a mix-up where he might die. If he goes low and tries to double jump sweet spot, you can run off shine. If he, comes back and tries to double jump nair or, forward air or something, you can just forward smash or up smash, shield, shine out of shield, threaten with back air, up tilt, either of those things too. If he tries to up B, you just back air him over and over and over again. So it's like forward throwing at low percent. It might seem cheesy, and I'm sure a lot of people would say that like you're cheesing him or something. It's like, no. In this situation, I would say that you're just making the best of the situation. You have him at a percent where he's going to be thrown off the stage. He's dead to one mix-up, and like it's just more effective than up throwing him onto the side platform. So think about throwing people off the stage when you can. Oh, and there's that little that late there that I was talking about. This could have been done a little bit more precisely, but it's actually very, very good. I like that a lot. And unfortunately, here's a little tip if you have trouble shining on platforms, because you shine then double jump nair here, and I think that you want to do like a rising fade back short hop nair. What you can do, and what I do when I'm trying to pressure a lot of the times on side platforms, is during this nair fast fall, hold down during your L cancel. and then just press B. If you're holding down during your L cancel, you'll buffer a crouch on the platform, and when you shine, you will not fall through. So you just have to do aerial down and then hold it, then press B, as opposed to doing aerial, then down B, because then you'll fall through the platform. Hopefully that helps, a little bit of a tip. Okay. It's interesting to me that you're approaching with all these late nairs when he's kind of at a position where it's not necessarily going to hit. Like, he's coming off the side platform. It ends up hitting him, which is kind of interesting, but I would love to see you, like, threatening with your back turn a little bit more when you have center stage and he's in the corner. I feel like if you guys are both in the corner, you're willing to do it, but I'd like to see you kind of, like, bait him like that. I love it. Love it. That whole sequence was the best you've played this whole time, right? So this is what I was talking about before with, you know, you get the aerial shine on a shield. Aerial shine on a shield. Wave dash back. Whiff punish the grab. Late nair. Amazing. Up tilt. Very close. Really, really good. So much shield pushback on Fox's up tilt too that the grab whiffs. You get a punish. I would have liked to see a second up tilt, personally. I think that spamming up tilt against Falcon's shield is very, very good. If you do up tilt shine, it's actually kind of tricky because if he stomps at a shield, you just get hit. So you have to be very, very careful with that. But if you do double up tilt, a lot of times it's just going to work out. And it's going to beat the grab every single time. And it's going to beat nair out of shield. So double up tilt as opposed to up tilt shine. In matchups like Fox Dittos or against Marth, I'm trying to think of other matchups where up tilt to up tilt isn't very good. There's definitely a couple matchups where up tilt isn't very good, and up tilt shine is preferable because the shine comes out a little bit earlier. But like, it would just be a slightly larger punish, and it's kind of silly that he got sent off stage. His DI was just really, really bad. Okay, a little bit of tech skill flub there, but I love your threaten with the corner. You turned your back here and like had the opportunity to either back air. You do another nair, and I just want to again highlight that. You always want to do things with a purpose. So I know for a fact that if I stopped it right here and I said to you, okay, Falcon on side platform, Fox below the side platform, right? I don't think you'd ever say like, oh, well, short hop nair is what I want to be doing. And even if this was the full hop rising nair, still probably not a great idea to be chasing Falcon on the platforms right there. So it's like, I know that there are better answers to this for you. Like up tilt right here, because it's like on the entire thing. You think it was supposed to be a space bear, short hop bear. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe use the A button for your back airs, potentially. I would have liked to see that. There was no drift on the nair even though, which was a little interesting to me. But there were a few different things that you could have done there. You do this nair, and then you shield, and then you do a short hop up air, which again, like, could have been a back air, could have been like a full hop back air to center stage or something like that. I don't even know if that would have converted to too much. I don't want to, like... all I'm saying here, I'm not necessarily harping on the exact ideas of what's happening here. All I'm saying is that, like, you always want to do everything with a purpose. So you look at the situation, Falcon on side platform, me below him. Okay, here's my set of options that I run. And I know that short hop nair is never in your set of options. And even if that necessarily wasn't your intention, was to do the short hop nair, then we can practice execution. So that I'm not, again, I'm not trying to like rag on you too much. I'm just saying that there's always something to be learned in every situation that goes wrong. Even if you had a good idea, the execution in game is what keeps the game athletic. It's what's really hard about the game, because it's not just a test of your ideas. So practicing tech skill, having character control, all those sorts of things are really, really important. So yeah, there's just been a few situations where you have such advantageous positions and like really good percent advantages, and something just happens to go very slightly wrong with your execution. But that should be exciting. It's like, well, I have something to practice. That's awesome. I love doing analysis for myself and being like, oh, I screwed that up. Time to go to the lab, practice that exact thing. That was good. I'm glad you did the late nair into the turnaround up tilt as opposed to the spot dodge there. Okay, and we see again, you grab the ledge and you limit yourself. You limit yourself to drifting here, like double jump and drifting here. If you like short hopped off, then double jump back aired or something, you could, hit his drift. Or if you were on the stage, you full hop double jump bear at the very peak of his up B, because he can't drift this entire time, all the way from here to here. So you could have just gone up and hit him and he was dead. So grabbing the ledge, again, is just a trap against Falcon. You have to be very careful. And again, he's on side platform, you do a short hop nair. right? So I had this problem with Falco too, because I was like, oh, well, shield dropping is in the meta. What if I just like hit people when they're shield dropping? And it ends up just putting you in the corner way too often. And actually, people will wait, shield drop, then back air you. Then you just die and get clipped. So you have to be very careful with dealing with people on side platforms. And you're going in for these nairs. Again, this one just happened to be slightly later because of how you approach the corner, and you ended up whiff punishing his nair. But I do think that doing that late nair is a little scary, and can get beaten out by a few Falcon options if he's patient enough, or times his aerials correctly. So just be careful. I like the laser, love the drill shine. Again, this is a situation I'd like to kind of see an up smash or a wave shine all the way to the corner, or wave shine turnaround up tilt would have been excellent too. Because like here, this is like a rest punish, right? You can do anything you want. You got drill shine, so it's like, okay, well, you can up smash, you can grab, and the grab could have been interesting, maybe a forward throw, but it might have put him on the ledge. I'm not as familiar with Fox's forward throw and all the percents involved, but every time you've up thrown him on the platform, you haven't gotten a direct punish, and that's just kind of the nature of the matchup. Oh my god, Randall almost saved him like a third time, and eventually you throw him off the platform regardless, right? So it's like, well, forward throwing could have been slightly better here. I would have liked to see an up smash or a turnaround up tilt. Just keep in mind that up throwing Falcon, he's so heavy that when you go for punishes on the side platforms, a lot of times Fox is just too slow. And that's just how it works. I remember I had a friend, I wonder if I could get the information, who like made a spreadsheet of all the different percents and throwing Falcon on the side platforms with all the different TIs and like what you can go for. But I think he can get his shield up a lot of the times before you can really get a direct punish. I think specifically on Yoshi's, or no, not specifically on Yoshi's. Yoshi's is actually is probably your best stage for it because the side platforms are the lowest as opposed to Fountain. Because he will land faster and be able to tech more quickly on all of the other stages, right? So he actually can move more quickly than you. Just by virtue of when he lands on the platforms. So you actually have less time on other stages. So yeah, up throwing out of the side platforms, not amazing. A lot of times you're going to have to take like a pressure sequence on the side platform or something like that, and like potentially get shield up aired. I would just prefer to like shove him to the corner and do like wave shine down smashes in the corner, or wave shine turnaround up tilts, or wave shine up smashes. If you get him to the corner and have the opportunity, and like I said, if you grab him all the way in the corner, I think the forward throw is amazing. So like forward throw when you can too. So I don't think that grabbing him necessarily in the corner is bad, but I think that's just like something that you can pay attention to. Just all the different percents. Or all the different like positions that you grab him in, and like the potential rewards of all those different options. I know that Mango likes to do shine, wave shine, or he does wave shine nair, and then he'll shine again on Falcon. I know he likes to do that quite a bit, which I actually think is really effective because it directly combos and all that good stuff. So you actually just get the nair shine combo. And it shoves Falcon outwards, it adds on a lot of percent, it keeps you mobile. So like little things like that are really, really good. Just to maximize punishes when you can. Because this situation probably, let me see, forward throw, and then you read him with a shine. Yeah, nice. That was actually really good, but that could have happened earlier when you threw him like down on the bottom. Doesn't the nair prop them up and then the shine gets them a free grab? No, I'm pretty sure that they are combos, and they can only be ASDIing down. So if you do like the nair like Mango does, I'm pretty sure that shine just directly combos because they can't crouch cancel shine you, or crouch cancel grab you. I'm pretty sure the shine just works. I almost never ever see Mango get grabbed out of doing wave shine nair combos. I could probably even ask like Kalindi for you, because I'm sure that he would know specifically whether or not that's like a really good idea. But I see it work constantly for Mango against both Sheik and Falcon, who are both characters who are looking for like CC grabs. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something in Mango's timing. Maybe he does late nair and it doesn't combo, but then he's like beating the ASDI down / the crouch cancel or something like that. I could even take a look for you at some point too, but I'm just thinking about how to maximize that punish situation, because I don't like it either. I don't like that, like, you know, if you up smash there, he has the potential to like hold down and tech it. So like grabbing seems like a good option, but then if you up throw on the side platform, you don't really get damage. So it's like, okay, well, what's the way to maximize this situation? That's all. I was just brainstorming some ideas, and that's what I had seen Mango do, and it seems decently successful. It almost always seems to end up with the Falcon off stage, which seems good to me. And the reason it ends them up off stage, I think, is because the nair combos and hits them into the air, and then the shine sends them like off the stage. Something that's really interesting, I'm just going to go back so I can like kind of point to it. Yeah, so here, I should do it with the original wave shine so we can just see this real quick. So if you shined him right here, he would have slid on the ground and grabbed the ledge. This is a little thing that is pretty intuitive for essentially anybody that plays Fox, but something that a lot of people don't think about. But if you nair him and it hits him into the air, and then you shine him, or if he had jumped or something, then he actually just gets sent off the stage because he's not sliding on the ground. So if you hit them with a shine out of the air, they just die sometimes. Similar, the situation, the main situation this comes up is Falco will do a short hop laser in the corner. He'll do a short hop laser and you running shine him, and since he's in the air, he gets sent so low off stage that you just jump off, shine him again, and he's dead. But if he was on the ground and you shined him in that same spot, he would just slide off to the ledge, or like slide off side B or something like that. So potentially getting that nair pop up into the shine is like just very, very, very good. If you're hitting him up into the air, might be a percent specific thing, might not even be a thing necessarily. But yeah, guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. Yetis don't exist. Let me know if you have any specific questions about anything that I talked about, and at any point you can just hit me up with any clarifying questions on Discord or whatever. I'm always happy to answer those questions for you after I've done the analysis. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time.